Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about reaching out to others, or at the very least, if you don't feel like reaching out to others, at least being open to others reaching out and wanting to connect with you. And as y'all can see, I was on my little hot girl walk. We're at the lake again. This is like my spot. The sun hits perfectly and I feel like I can just sit and think and be in fresh air. And again, I was down today. If you saw the video yesterday, you know kind of how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, and I definitely feel better today. I felt better after that. But, some feelings were coming up and I came on this walk and I got like an unexpected phone call from someone who really cares about me and I care about them too. And at first, I wasn't really receptive to the phone call. I kind of just wanted to end it, or I was like, why are you calling me? But I'm starting to really think about it, and as soon as I let that feeling go of why is this person talking to me? Why are they calling me? I just thought you know what? This person is checking on me and it actually feels really good to be checked on. And I just relaxed and I just let the conversation flow without having having a specific idea of where it needs to go or what I want to say, or responding just to respond. I just talked and it honestly felt good. And I don't feel like I do that enough. And maybe some other people can relate too, but it feels really good to be reached out to, because sometimes when you're in your own head or when you're going through something emotionally, it feels like you start to is disasterize a word? I don't know, catastrophize maybe everything in your life, and you start to think about all the times that you've felt, maybe I'll speak for myself, when I get into an emotional mood, I start to think about all the times where I've felt slighted, or I think about the times where I've felt left out, or I felt like nobody's cared about me, or nobody's loved me, which is not true. But sometimes when I'm in those, deep into my emotional throes, it feels that way. So it's easy to close off, or it's easy to get the ball rolling in a negative sense and just start thinking about all the negative things. But I think when you relax and you just allow yourself to actually be touched by someone, or be touched by things or moments, or have beautiful things around you, or experience beautiful things, it really makes you feel better and opens up your eyes. And that's just a moment that I had, somebody reaching out to me and checking on me, and it really does go a long way. Or even I've had a friend who sent me a voice note earlier this week saying, hey, I'm doing this right now, but I was just thinking about you. And it's just wow, it really feels good to be thought about, and to be just on somebody's mind, and for somebody to reach out while you're on their mind is just it feels good. So I really want to make this video to say reach out to someone. If somebody's on your mind, or if you're thinking about someone, it really could make their day. It really could turn their day around. It can make them feel good. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. And I feel sometimes we want to be too cool, for social media, or just whatever, or if you felt before, well, I'm always the person reaching out and I don't want to do that anymore. It's maybe, put your ego down, or maybe put those feelings aside and just reach out without expectation of others doing the same for you. And you might be surprised, you never know. So yeah, I feel better. When I tell y'all, it has been it has been a day. I've just been going through a lot mentally, and it's all self-inflicted. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming anything, my circumstance, nothing like that. But I've just found that the teachings that I've been reading and watching and listening to have really helped in this moment, because Alexis 6 months ago would have dealt with everything that's going on right now differently than the Alexis right now. And I'm glad that I was open and receptive to that phone call. And actually, after I make this video, I'm gonna reach out to some people and just say, hey, thinking of you, hope you're doing well. Because you don't always need a reason. Everything doesn't have to be transactional, and you don't always feel a reason, or you don't always need to have a reason to want to talk to someone. And I feel just going back to the topic of the video, reaching out to others, or being receptive to others reaching out to you, I feel there's this weird pressure that we put on ourselves of needing to look cool, or needing to be what's the word? I can't even think of it right now, but when you feel you need to step back and be I don't think mysterious is the word, but maybe for lack of better words, I'll say that. Be like mysterious and like closed off and not let anybody get too close, because scarcity creates like more demand or something like that. And I've been that way before, and not even on purpose. Sometimes I just like want to go into my own little cocoon or do my own little thing. But I think like showing up and being seen and being present and receptive to like the energies of others, especially when it's coming from like a loving place, is like, it's cool and it feels good. And I need to do that more. Like human interaction, I think, is going to be one of my top priorities, because I've been closed off for so long, and I've been interacting like out of necessity and not out of like, just like want, or not out of like, just for the sake of being human. And I think it's taken a toll on me. And I actually do like connecting with others. Like despite the little cool girl, like I don't need anybody trope that I've been trying to put on, like I really do enjoy conversations with people. I enjoy sharing what I'm learning. I enjoy listening to what others are learning. I enjoy like meeting new people, like, and just being open to those connections. Like the other day, oh my gosh, y'all, I was doing something and I was like sitting, and I ended up having a conversation with somebody, and they were like, "Are you happy?" And it was like out of nowhere. Normally I'd be like, "Yeah," like, or I would, normally I feel like when people ask questions that come out of left field, I'm kind of good at like putting up a facade and like answering it how I think they want me to answer. And it was just random. He was just like, "Oh, are you happy?" And I was just like, "I'm trying to be," and I think that was an honest answer. And I know people say like, "Oh no, you need to be," but I just answered honestly. I'm like, "I'm trying to be." And he was just like, "What is stopping you from being happy?" And I was just like, "Honestly, it's just myself. I think I'm just, I'm at my biggest op right now." And I think that just old identities and behaviors. And I kind of just said, I think subconsciously I stopped myself from being happy because that's what I'm used to, but I'm working on it. And he just gave like some advice, and he just said, "Don't be so hard on yourself. Like take things one step at a time." And, when you're going on your journey, it's kind of like a marble slab, and like an artist creates a sculpture, you kind of just have to pick away at the rough parts and keep going, taking it day by day, one step at a time. And it's just like, wow, like the way that he said it, I was just like super open and receptive to it, and it really made me feel good and feel better. And it was completely like random interaction that I wasn't expecting. And had I answered like with the facade, or had I brushed off the conversation, he probably wouldn't have gotten to the point where he would have said that to me. So just like learning how to just listen, and not listen to respond, but just listen to receive, and like, not push others away is something that I really want to work on, because that was a really cool interaction. And like, I tell myself every day, something cool, exciting, unexpected is going to happen to me today. Like that's one of my affirmations that I tell myself in the morning. And some days it's like a few days ago, a baby waved at me, and that was my cool, exciting, unexpected thing. And then the day after that conversation where he just said, "Don't be so hard on yourself, like you're doing okay, and take things one step at a time," that was that. And then today, the cool, exciting, unexpected thing is the phone call I got of somebody, genuinely just checking on me and having a conversation where I didn't expect like anything in return. That felt like really good. So yeah, I feel better. And definitely hate to come on here looking like who did it and why, but baby, this is where we're at. This is what we're doing. I'm going to continue like my walk. I brought some materials with me this time. I have my books. I have Ask and It Is Given, which I've been reading through. And then I also have All About Love by Bell Hooks. First time reading it. I haven't even looked at what it was about or like heard anything about it for real. But I'm excited. I think I'm on the 3rd chapter right now. Yeah, page 67. So I'm just reading this because I want to be more open to like love. And I'm not even talking about romantic love, but just loving those in my life, being appreciative and grateful of those who love me, and, just addressing some of the things that I've had locked up over the years or over my life. And yeah, that's where we're at. I'm trying, chat. I'm definitely trying. So thank you if you guys are watching. I appreciate it. I know I'm just yapping in these videos, but I just want to get it out and share my thoughts. And, if you guys have any thoughts on the video or on the subject or just on anything, drop it below. I would love to hear. I love having your conversations, and yeah, I love responding to them too. So thank you guys again. I appreciate it. I have some fun stuff coming up this week, so I will be documenting and talking about it too. And I will be getting myself out of this hole because life is too short to be just sad and depressed and closed off. I've done that enough and I'm tired of it. So we're going to get out of it together. So I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.